had the opportunity to go to when, I think it was about 2 or 3 years ago, went up to Yellowknife. And this is the first organized tour of the mine from start to finish. We were in a room, for example, the size of this one, with millions of dollars of rough rock. And every 6 inches around the ceiling was a camera. And they said to us, there's about 10 or 15 people in there, and they said to us, go in and look at all the diamonds, there's people working, we'll show you everything, but keep your hands up, and if you put your hands in your pockets, we're going to pull you out of the room. So it's hard not to do something like that, because you get involved in the story, and then, naturally, is what do we end up doing? And then you're like, oh, so you pull your hands out, and out the room you go. But the Ekati diamond mine is right here in our north, in the Northwest Territories. And here it is. There's the hole. So my question to you is, what do you think? Is that natural or is that man-made? This guy right here.
It looks man-made.
Looks man-made, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not. That's actually an old volcano.
Wow.
Pipe. So if you can imagine, our north at one time was a tropical forest. And with tropical forests come, there's volcanoes. So my only thought is that the volcanoes must have erupted, blackened the skies, the ice age started, glaciers were formed, and as the sky started to open up from the to the sun again, our planet since then has been warming up every year. And so when it warmed up, the glaciers started to move, and what's going to get in front of a glacier besides nothing, right? And so the glaciers are moving, and they're clipping off the tops of these volcanoes, and moving, and knocked them all down, flattened the whole north as we know it. And so now the north is either it's soaking wet or it's solid ice in the wintertime. And this, I guess, geologist had it in his head that he felt that there has to be volcano pipes underneath either the water or the frozen ice. And he just has to find them, because where there's volcanoes, there's a good chance there's kimberlite. And where there's kimberlite, there's a good chance there's diamonds. And kimberlite to a diamond is like bear poop to a bear. So anyhow, so he excavated, explored, and finally found kimberlite, voila, diamonds. And we've got, I think, 16 sites that are sort of reserved. And this is Canada's very own maple leaf diamond. And back in 2000, De Beers came to Canada, and they opened up in Vancouver, and they started mining practices there, and they took what they wanted. But fortunately for us, the Aboriginal society, the people in the northwest, or in our north, they said to them, you can come into our land, you can take what you want, but you have to leave it exactly the way you found it. So when you come up to the leaf, you take what you want, but you put the leaf exactly back where you found it. And that's where they stood with that. If they were to abandon it, there's this money set aside to clean up whatever is left behind. So they warned them also and said, be mindful that even when you bring concrete up, you can't bury it. You can't dig a hole and bury it. It's got to be shipped out also. So Ekati has become now a global example of responsible mining. They have taken the people of Yellowknife, which was just kind of like a fishing town sort of thing. Nothing wrong with that. But now there's people there that are working for Maple Leaf Diamonds, or working, the conditions are unbelievable. They're just top shelf. They get 12-hour days, And I look inside, and here they are. They got a great big 60-inch TV, and they've got a recliner. And I'm thinking it must be, they're relaxing after, a shift or something. You know what they were doing? They were working. They were mining. They had their joy, like the little, a Nintendo and all that. They had their consoles and the great big screen. And sure enough, there's the excavator that he's operating, and and all through sitting on the couch, he had an exercise bike to keep, to exercise his legs, and that's his 12-hour shift.
Wow.
Mining all robotically.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. The best security system of the mine, surrounded by grizzlies. Good luck. Yeah. Yeah, we flew up on a 3-engine jet, landed on a gravel runway. It's quite a trip.